Okay, so Strangers Chapter 3, which is the very last of this trilogy. And yeah, I didn't see this one in the theater. I did see Chapter 2 in theater, and I actually liked it for what it was. I did do a review and thoughts on that one, which I'll link for both of the first chapters in this video. But if anybody's interested in paid requests in terms of reviewing movie reviews, commentaries, reaction videos, rankings, whatever, link in the description for PayPal. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah. But okay, so all three of these movies were shot back to back, from what I'm told, and so I do wonder. I guess they were written by the same people as well, because they're both of the people that wrote this one are called Alan, literally, which is funny. Alan R. Cohen, and then Alan Friedland. Okay. But yeah, Renny Harlin, Elm Street 4, Dream Master. I haven't seen his other movies like Prison and what was it, Die Hard? I saw snippets of Die Hard, whatever. But I know him mostly from horror. So when I knew that he was going to do this, and then I'm not the biggest fan of the original Strangers movie to begin with, from 2008. I liked it for what it was back in the day, and then like now, over the years, more and more I just dislike that film. I like the concept of it, but the execution, to me, it sucks. It just sucks. Pray at Night, I like a lot. I really enjoy. Smarter characters, to me anyway. More likable characters. And then you have this trilogy. It comes out with, what's her name? Madeline Pash, who plays Maya. I'll say right now, she's the highlight of this trilogy in terms of acting, because everybody else is just either okay or fine. She, I think, gives it 100%, so she deserves a lot of, credit. But yeah, the first film is just a copy with very little difference of the original film. Some stuff they do in that first chapter's whatever. I like some moments in it, but overall, it's just a carbon copy of the first film. Chapter 2, again, I like. And this one, where do I stand or sit on this one? I thought it was fine. I don't think it's one of the worst films of the year, like a lot of people are saying. I don't understand that. There's like way worse movies. I'll watch this over the original film. I watched this entire trilogy over the first 2008 Strangers film. Because at least there's some gore and a body count a bit. Although I will say, the thing that's holding this film, or these films, the last chapter 2 and this one back, is from the gore. There's not really any good actual, makeup effects in terms of gore. I mean, you have like axes to the stomach or to the chest. Sometimes it's just a cutaway like that. I'm going like, come on. This is about killers. It's a slasher, and we don't even get to really see any of the good gore or kills. And no creative kills at that. No chopping heads off, which I liked at the end. You know, the final confrontation. That would have been cool. She grabs an axe and she actually does do the guy in, but no. So I'll say probably the gore is a negative, I would say, with these films, especially this one, and the chapter 2. But other stuff I didn't care for were the sheriff character, like what we find out about him, whatever. I mean, the actor Richard Brake, who plays the sheriff, you know what his character is about, because that actor, if you know that actor from that Rob Zombie's films, either be 31 or Halloween 2, you know he's not a nice guy. I'll just say that. He's not playing a nice guy. So, yeah, that, I didn't care for that twist, if you want to call it a twist. Although we do get backstory of why the strangers are the strangers, and they're not really strangers, it's actually the people that come to the town that are labeled strangers because they're not from whatever. I guess that was okay. I like the movie poster, I'll say that right now. I like it does look a little creepy. I do like it. I like the flames in the background. I like the mask with the eye through it. So, but yeah, this movie takes place right after the second film where Maya survived killing, Dollface? Or I think it's Dollface. If I can see. They don't even say. Oh, wait, yeah, they do. Okay, Pinup Girl. Or no. Oh, yeah, it's Pinup Girl. Okay, so Pinup Girl dies in chapter 2 from a car wreck. And so, pretty much, Sackhead wants to, or Scarecrow as we're calling him in this, I guess. Well, I thought his name was Sackhead in the original movies, but okay. Scarecrow. I'm calling him Sackhead, I don't care. Sackhead mourns the loss of Pinup Girl, so he wants to, I guess, pretty much he wants to find Maya, try to groom her into becoming one of them, which I thought that was an interesting idea of trying to turn a survivor into a killer, which that would have been interesting. They don't really do anything with that as much as I would have liked. But there's a scene in the hotel where it's almost like she might have actually joined. And then we have, but yeah, the whole movie is basically Sackhead trying to groom Maya into becoming part of the group, the killer group, or killer family. And her sister from the second film, she brings her fiance and I guess their bodyguard, his name's Marcus. But he does nothing noteworthy. He's this big black guy. And you think, oh, they got some backup. And then, he dies, right away. So it's didn't know anything about him either. So that sucked. And then, spoilers, you find out, the sheriff is the dad of Scarecrow, Sackhead, whatever. and he covers up like these murders, and there's like rules where you can kill anybody, but it has to be people from out of town, not the people in town. But okay. And then, so we have that, and we do have backstory with Pinup Girl and Scarecrow meeting Dollface, who killed her boyfriend back in the day when they were teens. So then that's how she joined the two, and they became a trio. And then the movie cuts to basically Maya, Dollface, and Sackhead killing. Well, Maya kills Dollface very fast in the hotel, and Sackhead kills. Well, he helps Maya technically kill one of the victims that they tied up, which that was an interesting scene. I wish they delved more into that, because then the next shot is her in the truck riding with Sackhead. I'm like, yeah, she's spent, like her, because I do like the idea again of a person going through all this, and you don't know, are they gonna, go to the dark side of the Force? You don't know. I mean, the ending, I'll say right now, is just, it's there. I do wish for what it all came down to, I do understand, I guess, where they were coming from. It's like, well, he killed her sister, killed her fiance, so it's like she has nothing to live for, which even she says that he took everything from her. She has nothing. So, like, she went there, basically, if she's gonna die, she was gonna die. If she wasn't, then cool. So it's like she went to the lion's den with no care in the world if she would have lived or died. And so she kills the sheriff very easily. Again, the third act is kind of anticlimactic, I'll just say that. Because he just sits there, she shoots him a few times, and then Sackhead comes in, they talk a bit, and then she stabs him, and then hits him with an axe in the stomach instead of decapitating him, which I would have liked. Seen a cool gore effect, but nope. So this movie's late, not even kind of, it's lazy on the creative kills. It's a slasher and you're lazy on the creative kills. I know the other movies weren't like that, but at least, I don't know, they made up for it, at least with cool soundtrack and better atmosphere, at least. But yeah, like, then she kills him and then leaves, and she walks, and then we see in her hand is his mask, so we don't know. It's kind of ambiguous as, is she going to become is she going to be a killer, or is she going to just live her life if she can, however she can. This movie bombed, just like the first two. Bombed. It grossed $9 million in the United States and Canada, and $1 million in other territories, for a worldwide total of $10 million. Which I believe the budget was only, I forget. Wow. I could have swore I saw where the budget was. What is the budget? What was the budget? $8.5 million to $10 million. It did nothing to earn any of that back. A larger production with combined budget of roughly $25.5 million. Because I don't know what the heck. But yeah, the acting, again, the positives. Madeline Pesh, she's the best part of these films, I would say, in terms of her acting. Again, chapter 2, I like probably a bit more in terms of how fast paced it was. This one's more, it's kind of, it goes, like it doesn't lag or anything, but it gets kind of repetitive after, oh no, she crashed. Even though she took the sheriff's car, sped off, got distracted, and then crashed. Now she's captured, and now she's being groomed. Then she doesn't really try to escape. Let's edit it fine for what it is. I know they want to do a 4-hour cut of putting all these movies together, which that'd be interesting. I do actually want to see how that would go. Put all the, I guess, flashback scenes at the beginning, so we have an actual origin story, and then we cut to the, first chapter of, because overall, I do wonder, in a few years from now, I wonder if people are gonna, give these films a break and be like, you know what? For overall, they were horrible films at first, but I actually don't mind chapter 2 and 3. But chapter 1 still sucks. I can see that. I can actually see that happening. People will like chapter 2 and 3, but the first one, no. But yeah, overall, my thoughts on chapter 3. It is not horrible. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's just I'm in the middle with it. Like I didn't hate it. It was fine. I would watch it again. Because I do like the idea of, again, I can watch all 3 of these over the original 2008 film. Come at me, bro. So, but yeah, overall, it's fine. It's a fine watch. I wish it had better gore, but and creative kills. But I like some of the character stuff with Madeline Pesh's Maya. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on the film. What are your thoughts on the Stranger franchise in particular? And do you think they need to make any more of these? Because I think this movie kind of killed that chance.